Okay, as you know, we have the ritual for this month and this Wednesday morning is that we start with learning from others, wisdom from others. And this time I'm picking quote from the Dalai Lama. And then we do a physical practice. And the main idea, as far as I understand, with the physical practice is to bring the mind into the body. The body is always in the present moment, but the mind is like flying around all over the place. That's what the mind does. That's what the mind is designed to do. And then through these practices, we train the mind to become more helpful. Yoga is about training the mind. It's like a toddler running around like a crazy person. So how can we bring that toddler in without killing the joy of being a toddler, but navigate the world in a little bit more mature way? Okay, back to Dalai Lama, and then we do the seated meditation. Okay, back to Dalai Lama. So this is what he says today. The sense of contentment is a key factor for attaining happiness. Bodily health, material wealth, and companions and friends are 3 factors for happiness. Contentment is the key that will determine the outcome of your relations with all 3 of these factors. Okay, so with that in mind, we will start the physical practice. So the key word that I heard from Dalai Lama is contentment. Contentment. So finding your seat, sitting up tall, maybe lift the heels and the toes. That helps to bring the mind, because then the mind becomes aware of the movement of the feet connecting to earth, and maybe the mind is going to stay here for a little while. And then if you want to, you can bring your awareness to your breathing. Maybe notice the inhale, notice the exhale. You can keep your eyes open or closed. And then maybe notice how you feel right now. How do you feel right now? And then maybe allowing the feet to come to stillness, bringing your awareness to your sitting bone. Notice both sitting bones. Maybe lean to one side and then the other. Leaning to the left a little bit too much, and then to the right a little bit too much, and then finding contentment in between. Contentment, balance, peace. One side is pain, the other is pleasure, and in between we find contentment. Contentment. If you want to, you can place your hand on your belly. Maybe notice how the belly is expanding on the inhale and moving closer to the spine on the exhale. And then if you want to, you can place the other hand on your heart space. Heart space. What does your heart desire? Maybe playing with the idea that your heart desires contentment. Maybe your heart desires contentment. And then traveling up to the mind, and maybe tell the mind, I am content. Maybe tell the mind, I am content. And then release. Maybe place the hands on your knees and then start the cat-cow movement. Notice how the physical body and the breath body works together. When do you inhale and when do you exhale? And then coming back to neutral or contentment. And then adding some blinking, bubbling stars. Blinking, bubbling stars. What do you enjoy doing? Clasp the hand, turn them over. Straighten the elbows. Breathe. And then maybe some side bending. And then reach, reach, reach. What you are reaching for, does that bring you contentment? So what you reach for, does it bring you contentment? And then reach up tall, turn to one side, let the arms go wide, look behind you. What made you content in the past? And then release, shake it out, lift the shoulders a few times. And then add some blinking, bubbling stars, all the way up. Clasp the hand, turn them over, straighten the elbows, breathe. And then side bending and reaching. Thinking about what the things you reach for, what do they bring? Do they bring you pain, pleasure, or contentment? And then reach, turn, let the arms go wide, look behind you. How did you find contentment in the past? And then release, shake it out. Lift the shoulders a few times. Okay, now look at your hand. Look at all those fingers. And then find some paint. What color does contentment have? And then draw 3 big circles to start with. 1, 3, 2, 1. And then fill it in, fill it in, fill it in. Fill that entire circle with the color of contentment. What color does contentment have to you? And then release. Look at the other hand, look at the other fingers, all those 5 fingers. I have 5, some people have 4, some people have 6. And then find some paint. What does the color of contentment look like? Maybe you're not sure, so maybe try another color and see if that is contentment. And then draw 3, 2, 1. And this time, maybe you don't want to fill the circle in. This time, maybe you want to draw outside of the circle, outside of the circle. Maybe you want to paint outside of the circle, or inside, or maybe both, inside and outside the circle. And then release. And then bringing the arms up in cactus, gently swinging from side to side in a twisting motion, waking up the body in a different way. And maybe you reach forward. What are you bringing home? What are you bringing closer to you? Does it bring you pain, pleasure, or contentment? And then letting the knee and elbow connect. Who are you connecting with? So the people that you are connecting with, do they bring you pain, pleasure, or contentment? And then maybe cross the midline. Maybe try to make connections over the midline. If you started making new connections over the midline, what would that look like? And then release. Let's do one more exercise here. So starting with the knee and elbow connected, breathe. And then inhale and open up. Exhale together. Inhale, open up. Exhale together. Inhale, open up. Exhale together. One more time. Inhale, open up. Exhale together. And then release. And then try the other side, starting with the knee and the elbow connected. Breathe. And then inhale and open up. Exhale, connect. Inhale, open up. Exhale, connect. Inhale, open up. Exhale, connect. Inhale, open up. Exhale, connect, and release. And then if you want to, try to bring both knees up. Maybe let the both elbows connect to the knees. Stay here. And then if you want to, you can try to inhale, open up. Exhale, bring them together. Inhale, open up. Exhale, together. Inhale, open up. Exhale, together. One more time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, together, and then release. Okay, blinking, bubbling stars again, all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten the elbows, breathe. Now, this time, look up. Look up. And then release your fingers out wide, like you were flying away somewhere. And where would you fly? Maybe like a bird soaring in the sky. Maybe imagine like you're a bird up there in the sky. What do you see? And then coming to stillness, and then turn the palms up, and you go up. Exhale down, and you're diving. And then inhale all the way up. Exhale, diving. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, diving. And then bring the arms behind you. Hold on to your lower arms, and then stay there. There is no rush. No rush. Maybe lift the heels and the toes a few times, bringing the mind back to the body. Notice your breathing. And how do you feel right now? How do you feel? Maybe bring your awareness to your shoulders and arms. Where do you feel tightness? Maybe imagine your breath as healing, cleaning, cleansing water. And allow that fluid breath to rinse and clean and heal whatever needs to be healed. And then release the arms, bring one up behind you, in between the shoulder blades, and then the other on top, supporting, healing the heart from behind. How can you heal your own heart? And then release. Okay, now bring the feet a little wider than your hips and the mat to get stability. So we're creating this triangle, creating a stable triangle. And then start shifting from side to side. So going a little bit too far to one side and then past contentment, and then going a little bit too far to the other side and then past contentment. So how do I find contentment? Maybe I have to go a little bit too far to one side and then a little bit too far to the other side. And how do I know this contentment? And maybe I want to explore and see, what does contentment look like to me? Exploring, learning, studying, noticing, when do I feel, or when do you feel content? When do I feel off balance to one side, and then maybe I go a little bit too far to the other side, and somewhere in between lies contentment. How do you find contentment? And then coming back to neutral, placing the feet in Tadasana, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. So this is seated Tadasana, sitting up tall. Breathe. And then maybe lifting that right knee off the ground, opening up the hips one way and then the other way, stepping out wide, elbows to knees, fingertips together, pit of the belly goes in and up, in and up. Breathe. You can stay here, or if you want to, you can bring the hands down to the earth, really feel the earth. Maybe drop the head. Maybe let the head go from side to side. And then inhale, come back up. And then put the foot on top of the knee. Maybe use your fingers to open up the toes. Open up the toes. Gently guide that knee out wide. Seated pigeon. And then slide the knees together. Whatever leg is on top, that arm goes under. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself a hug. Breathe, and then maybe, yeah, I love myself so much. I am content. I am content. And then from here, maybe find eagle arms. So eagle arms could be this, it could be this, or it could be this. You choose. You can also take that foot behind your lower leg if you want to. Let the hands go away from your face. And now if you want to deepen the inhale and deepen the exhale. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, release that bird. Release the bird and let it fly. And then land back on the mountain in contentment. In contentment. And then lift the other knee, creating circles, opening up those hips. And then stepping out wide, elbows to knees, fingertips together, lengthen the spine. Breathe. And then this time, place the hand on the floor, and then left hand on the floor and the right hand on the knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist and look up. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, push the hands into the knee and the floor to twist a little deeper. And then release, fold forward, let the head be heavy. Inhale, come back up. Elbows to knees, fingertips together, lengthen the spine. And then place the right hand on the floor, left hand on the knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, push into both hands and look up for twisting motion. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, push the hands into the floor and twist a little deeper. And then release, drop the head, let it be heavy. Inhale, come back up. And then place that foot on the knee. Use your fingers to open up the toes. Open up the toes. Gently use that elbow to guide the knee out wide. Seated pigeon. And then slide the knees together. Now I have my left leg on top, then my left arm goes under. Give yourself a hug. I am content. I am content. And then if you want to, you can bring your hands into eagle, maybe bring that foot around the lower leg. The hands move away from your face, maybe up towards the sky. Maybe look up if you want to. Seated eagle. And then if you're ready, when you're ready, let that bird fly, let that bird fly, let that bird fly. And then coming back, and it's landing on the mountain in contentment. I am content. Okay, let's work a little bit with the legs. So bringing the feet a little bit wider, closer to the chair, and then come up to standing. Pick a number, you know the drill. So I'm going to pick 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit down, shake it out, and we're going to do it one more time. So come back up, pick a number. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. And then come back up once more. And this time we're going to stay up. Look at those fingers, the blinking, bubbling stars, filled with contentment. All the way up, clasp the hand, turn them over, straighten the elbows, breathe. And then going from side to side. And then reach, and reach, and reach. So what you're reaching for, what does it give you? Does it give you pain, pleasure, or contentment? And then let the arms go. Let the arms go. So you've been reaching and reaching, and maybe now you just want to enjoy the state of contentment. Maybe you just want to enjoy the state of contentment. You worked hard to feeling content, and now maybe you just want to enjoy it. And then arms in cactus. And maybe you're willing to reach out a little bit more. And eventually connecting with someone else. First, connecting on, so the left elbow in the left leg, right elbow in the right leg. And then after a while, maybe you're brave enough to connect over the midline. So left with right and right with left. And then place your hands on your hips, and then just once in a while, all we need is a kick in the butt. And then lifting the leg out to the side, waking up that external hip, and then lean and lift, lean and lift, breathe. And then lean and lift to the other side, lean and lift, lean and lift. And then release. Okay, so the opposite of contentment. What is the opposite of contentment? So whatever that is to you, imagine that and then push it away, push it away, push it away, push it away, creating space for contentment. So let's try that again. So whatever the opposite of contentment is to you, imagine that, maybe give it a color, and then push it away, push it away, push it away, push it away, push it away. Maybe you need to kick it away. You need some extra kicks, and then it's going to sneak in from the side. Maybe sneak in behind. And eventually it's going to be gone. And you can release, and all the space around you is filled with contentment. Okay, that's worth celebrating. So let's do 3 sun salutation celebrating contentment. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale all the way back up. Exhale, down the midline. That was 1. Number 2, inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale all the way back up. Exhale, down the midline. That was 2. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale all the way back up. Exhale, down the midline. And then stay there, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. I am content. I am content. And then release. Okay, so let's step back to warrior 1. Here we go. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the left, right heel comes off. Take a big step back. Find the earth behind you first with the toes and then with the heel. Building warrior 1 from the ground up. Add some blinking, bubbling stars. Place your hands in your back pockets. Maybe bring awareness to your heart. Maybe notice, maybe play with the idea that your heart's deepest desire is to feel content. Let the arms go out wide. Transfer the weight forward. Maybe fly like an eagle just for a moment, and then place the hands on the chair. Lift the opposite hand. And then maybe add movement. Maybe allow that right knee and left elbow to connect, crossing the midline. And maybe you will want to create a circle. And then release the foot back down, bend the knees, and come back up to standing. Let's try the other side. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the right, left heel comes off. Take a big step back, find the earth behind you. Start building warrior one from the ground up. Blinking, bubbling stars. Place your hands in your back pocket. Maybe bring awareness to your heart space. Maybe your heart's deepest desire is to feel contentment. And then for a moment, maybe play with the idea that you are a bird flying in the sky. And then place the hands on the chair, lift the opposite hand. And then if you want to, you can add some movement. Maybe you can let the elbow and the knee connect over the midline, crossing the midline, left and right connecting. Maybe even create a circle. And then release the feet back down, bend the knees and come back up to standing. Okay, let's try the warrior two. Come into chair posture, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the left, right heel comes off. Take a big step back, open up the pelvic half, finding warrior two. Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. What made you feel content in the past? And then bring that with you when you plan for the future. How can I use that knowledge and make plans for the future? And then bring it back to the present moment. What is a baby step that I could take today to make that happen? Hands on your hips, straighten that front knee, release the hand down, maybe bring the hand to the chair, Trikonasana. If you want to, you can bring the gaze to the floor, wall, and all the way up to the ceiling. Maybe bring that arm up. Breathe. And then bring the hand down, bring the gaze down, rebend the front knee, finding warrior two again. And then bring the hands to the chair and then pick up that back foot. Maybe look at the toes. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon posture. If you want to, you can take that same hand off the chair. And then bring the hand down, bring the gaze down, bring the feet together, bend the knees and come back up to standing. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the right, left heel comes off. Take a big step back, open up the pelvic half. Finding warrior two. Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. Come forward to extended side angle. And then finding your way back to the present moment and warrior two. Hands on your hips, straighten that front knee, release the hand down, maybe place it on the chair. Trikonasana. If you want to, you can slowly bring your gaze from the floor to the wall, and maybe all the way up towards the sky. Maybe even letting that hand reach up towards the sky too. That's a possibility. Bring the hand down, bring the gaze back down, rebend the front knee, finding warrior two again. Place the hands on the chair, pick up that back foot, maybe look at the toes. Maybe get that same hand off the chair. Maybe you're just holding one finger on the chair. Bring the hand back down, bring the gaze back down, bring the feet together, bend the knees, and come back up to standing. Okay, tree posture. Starting in mountain posture, Tadasana, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart, standing tall, solid, grounded, content. And then from a state of contentment, maybe start growing your tree. What does it look like? Transfer the weight to the left, the right heel comes off. Maybe this is your tree. Maybe bring that knee out wide. Maybe let the toes come off. Finding your version of tree posture. And then slowly bring the tree back into the mountain. Rechecking with the steadiness and stability and contentment in your body. And then try tree posture on the other side. So shift the weight to the right, left heel comes off, maybe the knee comes out wide, and then finding tree posture on the other side. And then slowly bring it back together, back into the mountain, feeling the stability and contentment of a mountain. Okay, bring the feet as wide, a little bit wider than the hips, spread the toes, release the knees down. Hips are moving towards the chair, gazes forward or maybe up. Add some blinking, bubbling stars. Place your hands in your back pockets. Breathe. Maybe play with the idea that your heart's deepest desire is to feel contentment. I am content. I feel contentment. And then release, untuck the toes, bring the knees a little bit wider, big toes to touch, and then finding child's posture. And then inhale and come back up. Clasp the hands. create that stable triangle. Tuck the toes, breathe, lean into your support, lift the knees off, and find dolphin posture. And then bend your knees and come back up to standing. Okay, so now we're going to go back to Dalai Lama, one of the experts in this area. Not perfect, but he does know a lot. And see what he has to say. The sense of contentment is a key factor for attaining happiness. Bodily health, material wealth, and companions and friends are 3 factors for happiness. Contentment is the key that will determine the outcome of your relations with all 3 of these factors. So with that in mind, maybe if you want to meditate on the idea of contentment, so sitting up tall, and then bring your awareness to your breathing. Maybe close your eyes or lower your gaze. And then I'm going to be quiet for about 8-9 minutes. So let's do 8 or 9 minutes of meditation together. Here we go. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, gently move your head from side to side. Take a deep breath in, let it go. If you want to, you can place your hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart, holding your own heart in between your hands with love and compassion. I am content. Maybe thank your, maybe bow your head in gratitude for this practice, thousands of years old. Thank your inner guides, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. Open your eyes, raise your gaze, and thank you so much for practicing together this morning. Namaste.